Before the video starts, I want to give a statement as a just in case. The statement is to protect me and the video. Even though this statement is in the description of every video, sometimes it's just better to say it and put it in the video itself. The statement is copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. This channel is a reaction, news, commentary channel that gives its opinion and such and criticism. This video and all the other videos on my channel are under this. Now with that said, make sure to like and subscribe. If you enjoy the video, I make content just like this and have other videos on my channel like this. Please go check them out. Thank you for 5,000 subscribers, and with all that said, enjoy. Mizzy, real name Bakari Bronze Ogero, age 18, is a UK person who online commits crimes but acts like they are pranks. He has committed theft, destruction of property, trespassing, and a lot more. Mizzy got popular on TikTok doing these videos labeling them as pranks. One of the ones that got him popular was entering a random person's home in London with no permission. I don't really have to explain why this is scummy to the people who are smart, but for the people that have two brain cells fighting for third place like Mizzy here, it's scummy because he is entering homes which is supposed to be the safest place on earth, unannounced and with no permission. To be honest, this is dumb on both ends as it scars the homeowners, the parents, and the kids that live there, and this could have easily gotten him injured, seriously harmed, or anything worse. Especially if he did this in America to a homeowner who's armed, like myself, who is going to shoot first and then ask questions later. Internet points are not worth your life. He ends up responding to the video blowing up by posting on Instagram saying, "I'm coming to your house," with a eye emoji, giving this weird stare you will see often in these videos that I'm guessing is supposed to be threatening or intimidating. So he's clearly not sorry for what he did. All of his social medias are getting banned and the re-uploads of certain things are hard to find. So here's clips from Atozy, and there will be more clips from him in this video. These are not to copy his content or to steal anything from him, but to show some of the stuff that Mizzy has done. Definitely do shout out to Atozy for having some of this footage, as I would probably have to scour the internet like he did for a long time just to get it.
Walking into random houses, let's go!
What are you doing? James? Come to the front door right now, please.
James? James? Hi. You man, come. Hello, James. We need to speak to James. James? Hi.
Oh, there's kids there as well. Are you serious, guys?
No. What door number is this? No.
Study group. 5:30.
Come on, guys.
Wait, this is not what the study group is.
I got kids, man.
Oh, you got kids? Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought this was the study group. I actually thought. And it's the study group.
Again, these guys' content is just a net negative on society. But they did respond to some of the backlash they received on the internet. So his first response was in an Instagram photo where he just said, "I'm coming to your house," with the eye emoji. Very cool, dude. This is probably going to catch up to you quicker than what you want it, but have fun while it lasts.
Also responds with a video on a TikTok account and YouTube channel. First, I'll show the TikTok.
See, what are we doing, man?
So, we walking there. We were just walking though. So basically, we went to go apologize to the people.
Yeah.
I know you guys have seen the video in the world. Today, we've just come from apologizing to the woman and that. So we've done it now. 2-2s now. She's calling James. Whatever. James was so calm. James
Even when we apologize, like this guy's been calm throughout the whole situation.
It's usually the woman. It's always women that just get angry. Obviously, I don't condone that. It was actually a bad thing to do. You guys are getting hurt for something you're seeing on the internet. You're just bringing me engagement. I'm almost at 100k on IG.
You man keep hating. I love the hate. Get me? Yeah, bro. It's just a mad thing. Everyone knows us.
No.
We have to walk around with a white face mask. That's how serious this is.
I'm not sure if he truly apologized, but either way, that's still scarring. And talking about how you're getting a lot of Instagram followers, most of those followers are hate watchers and feds. Feds are good in this situation, by the way. Also, to Mizzy's boyfriend, talking about how he loves the hate. I know that isn't genuine, and you're not going to like the hate when you try to live a normal life, because the path you're taking at the moment is going to have to end one way or another. No job, no college, and only jail. Or left broke. Now I'm going to show you the YouTube video they made. It's supposed to be a kind of apology, I guess, although it's titled, "We Went Mega Viral Overnight, Crazy." Really shows how much they care.
So guys, yeah, listen, I do dumb shit on the net because I like doing dumb shit, just in general. Forget the net, I just do dumb shit, bro. I'm just like, reality is a facade. We're all just living on a rock floating through space. Apparently, that's what they say. But I'm just outside, and you gotta learn to live life.
What kind of response is this?
Why did you have the most random talk about Earth? Besides it being out of topic, it's just weird in general. Even Atozy reacts to it funny.
I will admit myself. That's why this whole video and we went to apologize and all of that's happening. To be honest, like deep down, I don't really care. But obviously, you gotta like at some point you gotta man up and just say whatever you have to say to make things right.
I can't understand him half of the time in that clip as he's struggling to make sentences, and it's clear he knows what he's doing is wrong. He also admits he's not really sorry.
Well then,
to know that
make things right then.
Making those videos, I don't sneak into schools anymore, so don't ask me to sneak into your school. I might come to your school like on a meet and greet thing, but I'm not sneaking into schools. I don't walk into random houses. That was just a one-time video.
That was coming to your schools.
He
I mean, hey, at least he's saying he's not going to repeat it.
Walk into random houses like that. I used to do it last year. This video was a one-time video. I didn't even think it was going to go that viral.
He just admitted to going into random people's houses last year, and if I was him, I'd never want to do a meet and greet. And it's so weird of him to even think about doing one of these. People who are wanting to get revenge for the people you hurt are going to be there, and police are going to show up as well. Those are the only people that are going to show up to this.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to say to you guys. Roll safe, innit? Be outside.
Well, that was a very empty apology.
Zesty ending to the video, covering of the microscopic as well. And it doesn't matter if you think the video wasn't going to go viral, it's still wrong. Again, the thing is, with the content he does, his accounts get wiped. So I want to say thank you to Atozy again for finding these videos. It means a lot. He says himself it took a while for him to find some of the clips. Another one of the videos that made him so popular was one where he stole someone's dog. Pets mean so much to people. Some are service dogs, a pet to help with anxiety, pets of a loved one who's passed. Dogs are called a man's best friend for a reason, and he thought it'd be clever to take someone's.
Hello.
Hi.
You got a nice dog.
Sorry?
You got a nice dog.
She's lovely, she's family dog. Don't run about the cat.
Doing gang, whole lot of gangs. Be outside. Be outside. We outside. Welcome to the dog. We outside every single time.
For what though? Likes to look like an idiot to the world? To have another account banned? To show that you're committing another crime? I don't know. Keep in mind that all these videos are crimes that he is recording himself and posting onto the internet. Well, I have a question for the viewers. What do you do when you get bored? I know some of you would say watch a movie or TV show, go outside, make plans, play a video game, do something productive or new, or even find your favorite actor or video on a private tab like myself for a minute and a half. Guess what Mizzy does because he is bored? Damages cars, getting on top of them and walking on them, even standing on moving cars, trying to surf on them like it's Saints Row. He also did this to a bus. His fingers were supposedly stuck, and he could have easily had himself awfully injured because your fingers are stuck, and he was going downhill and stuff in the video.
How are we doing this? How's he just driving, bro? We're actually going down the hill right now. My fingers are lodged in there. I'm scared. Oh my days. We're going down the hill. We're actually going down the hill. Yo, boss! Boss!
But to go back to the cars, if you're like me and love your car, you'd probably do something a little overboard because of something like this. Also, keep in mind that cars are thousands of dollars, and could be an old person's or a nice hardworking guy's that simply does not deserve to have this happen to them. And some people's only way of getting to work or wherever else important they need to go is through that car that you are damaging. You don't want your car damaged or the paint scratched, especially by some guy who's just trying to get some internet points or likes. Imagine if every time someone notices him in his own car, they'd key it. It'd be quite even, but he wouldn't like it. He wouldn't like that at all. But the thing is, that's basically the equivalent of what he's doing to all these people's cars. He even hijacked a train, which is incredibly dangerous as trains have schedules, and if they are behind or ahead with the wrong supervision, cause a lot of problems, a lot of lost money in some people's jobs. And with the wrong supervision, it can cause wrecks, deaths, and a long-term problem for people who use those trains for work, transportation, businesses, and to move goods. He could have easily killed hundreds and costed the government millions.
Not yet. No, not yet.
Hey, no, we're gonna end up getting the traffic feds coming.
Wait, not yet.
How's there just youths in it?
How is there just
kids? How do you get in
Hey, how did you get in there? Hey, let me get in here. We outside. Hey, the man, let's go. Beat the tree. Hello, can I call the police? The people on the train. Reality is the illusion. How we just went to a train? Reap it.
Mizzy would even start to inspire raids of retail stores.
Everybody outside! I'm outside! Yay! I'm private! Hey! Everybody outside! In the district! Hey! Hey! We outside! Hey! We outside in the district! Hey! Hey! Everyone knows we outside. Go subscribe to Mizzy. Come on. Yeah. We outside. We outside. Hey. We outside. Back ahead. Hey, everyone out! Out! Yes, Mizzy, I love your video.
Someone has to clean that up, and it won't be you and your little raid. It'll be some worker who probably doesn't even like the job and is not getting paid to clean up some hoodlum's messes. Also, he has no mask on. It's like he's taunting the police and saying they won't do anything, or he's just not smart enough to bring one. Another thing he would do that's around clothes and stuff is that he would steal people's hats. Just random people's hats for clout, I guess.
Again, these guys' content is just a net negative on society.
Along with everything he's done, he would go up to people and say, "Do you want to die?" as well as run up on them and act like he was going to do something to the victim, like stab or rob them. To one person, he went up to them while they were on their bike in a park, saying he liked their coat while shoving the person. And then he proceeds to chase them.
Yo, bro, what going, fam? I saw you from over there, yeah? I stop, bro. Stop, fam. I saw you from over there, bro. Do not, fam. I stop, bro. Hey, yo, do not, bro. Hey, bro, do not, bro. I do not, bro. Bro, hey, do you know what? Just take it out, bro. Just back it out, fam.
Where you going? Yo, where you going? Bro, to the transport. Bro, what type of bike is that, bro? No, bro, give me this look, bro. Hey, where you going, bro? No, chill. No. Come here.
Obviously taking it way too far. This was apparently a series of his. This could have easily gotten him stabbed or beaten up, and possibly even worse. I don't know how anyone could get away with this. Now, Mizzy has been arrested 3 times or more. One of his charges was a fine of 365 British pounds, which is around $500 USD. He also got fined for hijacking the train that I talked about earlier. He got fined 238 British pounds, which is again near maybe 400, I'm not completely sure, USD. And from the first charge, he is not allowed to record people without their written permission. But the thing is, he's been arrested, put in jail for a couple days, and then released again, over and over again. The system is incredibly broken that scum like him can just go back out into the world and do more bad. He is 18, turning 19 this year, so he is an adult and isn't being treated like one or charged like one. This man has literally stole a live animal, home invaded, assaulted, threatened people, damaged stores, and started riots or gangs. It's so odd to me that some people get worse charges than others over a lot less. It's like recording your crimes and saying they're for internet clout makes it not a serious charge to the government anymore. Like he didn't record the crimes or something. He gives out the proof for free to the police, all over the internet. And most of it is archived and saved and posted online so they can find it anywhere. It's all over the internet. The case is open and shut then and there. If someone understands or lives in the UK, can you please explain why he's allowed out so much? I seriously do not understand. One thing is, you can't be exactly sure if he's really been arrested in some of these times, as he could be faking it, hiring fake police to fake arrest him for more attention. It is unknown, but he has had many encounters with the police. Mizzy ends up getting invited to the Piers Morgan show, which is a UK talk show. He ends up going on it, and it's just a complete mess. He comes off as cocky, rude, and constantly talking over Piers Morgan and trying to make an excuse of his actions and died them down like they aren't as bad as they are.
But first, many young people see social media stardom as a fast track to fame and fortune. People you've never heard of can become very famous and very wealthy very quickly from the business of bagging clicks and followers online. But with more than 500 hours of content uploaded every single minute just to YouTube, how do they even begin to get noticed? Well, some influencers have a talent. They can sing or dance. Some give brash opinions. Some play computer games. Some give friendly tutorials on things like how to do makeup or make music. But others get their clicks by, honestly, behaving like complete morons. In California, a YouTuber and pilot faced 20 years in jail for crashing an airplane to get more subscribers. Others have jumped from city buildings, taken on wild animals, crashed cars, you name it. However mad it is, someone has tried it just for the clicks. And all in the name of becoming insta-famous. This week, a social media prankster named Mizzy has generated headlines and abject outrage for so-called pranks, which mostly involve just terrorizing innocent bystanders.
Into random houses, let's go.
James, come to the front door right now, please.
James.
Hello. You got a nice dog.
Big gang, whole lot of gang shit. Get outside.
I'm perfectly fine. You're gonna die. It's always question you're gonna die.
Well, as public anger grew this week, London's Met Police announced they were looking for Mizzy, real name Bakari Bronzagaro. The law caught up with him, and today he was fined £365 and given a criminal behaviour order, which is supposed to ban him from posting to social media without the written permission of the people in his videos. You might think that's not much of a punishment or much of a deterrent. But what does he think? Well, fresh from the courtroom, he's here now. All right, well, good evening to you.
Hello, Piers. Long time no see.
What do you mean, long time no see?
Last time I hopped on your thing with my friend.
Oh, that's right. You appeared in the background, didn't you? When we were digging into it,
mate.
Okay, well, I'm not your mate.
You're
what
not then what are you?
What I am is an interviewer who I'm curious about what has been motivating you to terrorise the people around where you live. Why do it?
I wouldn't really call it terrorising. I would just call it more having fun. But let's get this out of the way first. I apologise. You see this situation that blew up on the internet, the walking into random houses? The next day, I apologised to the woman because I felt bad, innit? Like, deeper than social media. Like, it went deeper than social media. That's why I didn't record it. She recorded me apologising to her. I told her sorry, and she explained that she was terrified because her children were in the house. And I understood it.
What were you doing in the house?
What was I doing in the house? I don't know. It was a stupid video. Like, I got peer pressured to say. I don't want to say it like in that way, but...
Or somebody else's fault?
I'm not blaming it on no one else.
I mean, you break into a house with a woman and a husband and two
I
young
went into the house on my own accord.
No, I'm just saying, okay, you went through their door, right? But it's not your house. You're not supposed to be in there.
Oh, no shit.
You are causing a lot of alarm to that poor woman and to her children who are in the house.
Saying no S and being very rude and disrespectful to Piers Morgan. I mean, you're the one that said no S. You saying no S means that you completely understand that what you did was wrong. So if it was so obvious for you not to do it, then why did you? He even made that face at the end of the clip. Why? For what? 'Cause you're wrong? Does he really think this makes him look any better to anyone? Also, it is scarring people. Just because you're having fun committing crimes doesn't mean it's not scaring people. That is the equivalent of being a killer and saying, I wasn't scarring anyone, I was just having fun. It doesn't make sense at all, does it?
You then terrorize this poor elderly woman and take her dog away and traumatize her.
So the story about that, hang on. Let me speak. Yeah, because no. Let me speak. No.
I'm going to tell you.
Let me talk about that situation.
No, for the viewers who wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
For the viewers who don't know what you've done,
hold up.
I'm going to tell them.
Hold up.
No, you hold on.
TV right now.
No, you can hold on.
Right now.
I'm explaining. I'm explaining.
They know what's been happening.
Don't just keep talking like an idiot.
Right?
Don't. Let me finish what the viewers don't know you did. You go up and you do these things. You take a dog from an elderly woman. You leapfrog over the top of an Orthodox Jewish man standing at the side of the road minding his own business. You go up to women in the street and say, do you want to die?
It wasn't a woman, it was a man. And she even
There were also women that you did this to.
There was maybe a woman there, but I only say it to the man.
Right. You shouldn't be saying it to anybody.
Fair enough, babe.
I don't really understand why he wouldn't let Piers Morgan talk. I mean, he is the interviewer. He needs to explain some of the things to the people at home so they have context, as I'm sure that Piers Morgan has an audience that has no idea who this kid is. After he's done explaining it to them, then you should speak and explain. It all goes better that way, and the flow goes well, but talking over him is only making you look worse. This reminds me of when people on To Catch a Predator would say, oh, she was 15, not 14. Like, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be doing it anyway. You went into a mother's home, stole a woman's dog, damaged possibly a woman's car, and stole and damaged a store a woman possibly worked at or owned. It's not your first time doing something bad to women.
Why, in the name of so-called prankster humor, why cause so much alarm and distress to so many people? Do you get your kicks out of doing that?
Not necessarily, but you could say that this whole public outroar just makes me laugh because people are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them. And that's how I see it as.
What do you mean?
People are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them. Everyone acts like they have this persona like they don't care, social media is a facade, this, that, and the other. But when me comes out and does the mad thing, everyone has something to say.
It's not a mad thing.
It's the mad thing. It's the mad thing. You already said it was the mad thing. It's the mad thing.
No, it's not mad. It's moronic.
I don't really get what Mizzy is trying to say. People see a criminal post what he's doing, and we are all concerned for the people and don't want criminals like you on the internet. Of course we're going to talk about it. He did this in his YouTube video where he goes on about a random subject. What do you mean the internet is a facade? It's obviously not a facade when you're committing a crime and recording it, and it ends up affecting you in real life. What's that have to do with people talking about you committing crimes? What's the internet being a quote-quote facade have to do with people talking about you committing crimes? And I don't think Piers Morgan would ever say mad ting. I think he's probably one of the more normal British people.
It's the kind of thing anybody could do, and you do it for kicks, and you do it for clicks, and you get your little moment on TikTok, and presumably your peer group that you referenced earlier, they all think, good on you, Mizzy, this is hilarious. Meanwhile, some poor woman thinks you've stolen her dog and is traumatized. Another woman has her 2 kids and you're bursting into their house uninvited.
All right.
Right, you're jumping on Jewish people.
See, I was
right, who are already
Jewish people. Hold up, wait a minute, no, stop.
You did.
Cool, it was a Jewish person, cool. But there was a trend going around on TikTok called 300. I've done this to numerous people, black people, white people, age, any types of people. I don't discriminate. So don't stop saying Orthodox Jewish person like I only targeted him and it was only him that I went for.
Why are you targeting anybody in that manner?
What do you mean, why am I targeting anyone? It was a trend. It was a trend. I just done it for a trend.
What's the trend? What's the trend?
300, jump over someone at the time of the beat.
However much you scare them.
However much you scare them.
Or even if you push them into a car.
No, that didn't happen though, because I saw.
It didn't happen by chance.
It didn't happen, but it didn't happen.
A lot of the stuff that you do could have consequences far more serious. But you don't care, do you? As long as you get a laugh.
I have remorse. I have remorse for all of these
You
things.
don't have any remorse.
What do you mean I don't have any remorse? How are you telling me?
You have no remorse.
Are you in my life? Do you live in my life?
Huh?
Are you there for my pranks? Have you been there in my life?
What's your life? Tell me.
You tell me my life.
Presumably, this is whether...
Presumably,
are you about,
my life.
Presumably, you're about to tell me the sob story, are you? What's the sob story?
There's no sob story.
Well, go on then. What's so bad about your life that makes you do this?
My whole life, innit? I just do it for fun. On or off camera, I do my thing.
I'm going to explain the free OO trend that he talks about in this clip. Basically, it was a trend on TikTok. I don't know how it got popular, but you'd basically jump over someone while the song was playing. The thing is, people would do this at school, to their friends, not in public to a stranger. And if they did, they were scum and they got called out for it. You didn't even try to jump over this Orthodox Jew, you basically just jumped on their back. You didn't even do the trend right. Anyone in this situation's first thought would probably be, I'm being attacked. This will scar someone and make people look behind their back all the time. The Jew even ran away in fear after this, before the video cuts off. I guess Mizzy doesn't have any friends he could do this trend on, or any of these pranks. That would explain why he acts the way he acts. And I think in this clip, he truly felt guilt, because when Piers Morgan goes into detail about what Mizzy does, he just goes, I feel like that kind of broke him a little and made him realize what he was doing. I've laughed when Piers Morgan said, why are you targeting anyone? Because the way he says it, and it's so true, I think everyone at home was thinking the same thing. His answer to Piers Morgan's statement about how a car could have came by, or the situation could have been a lot worse, and his response is, but it didn't, seems so childish, like you're arguing with a 5-year-old. And the thing is that if someone came and ran over that person, it would be a whole different story, and you would have not made it out of jail. And the statement is going over Mizzy's head. And you said yourself in a video, I have no regrets, and as well as, I don't feel sorry. So you do not feel remorse. You admitted to not feeling remorse about anything.
Tell me about your life. What justifies this? What's happened to you
life?
that makes you think you're justified in doing this?
What do you mean tell me about my life?
Well, you said you don't know anything about your life. Tell me about your life.
Because I'm trying to get onto you because I'm black. Because I guarantee
because you're black?
Person, yeah, I guarantee if
I don't give a damn about your skin colour.
Really?
No.
Cares?
Why would I care what colour your skin is?
Really?
I just think you're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot too.
That's fine. You're perfectly entitled to.
Yeah, so are you. So
this show's called Uncensored. I think you're an idiot for what you've been doing. Okay. I also think you're an idiot for playing the race card when no one's mentioned your skin colour.
Really? Okay, you don't have to mention it to...
I don't care about your skin colour, Mizzy.
Alright.
Again with the it's like he's winning the conversation by saying that. It's just basically admitting defeat. And why did he pull the race card? This is one thing Mizzy has done a few times and will do a bit more. And it hasn't worked ever in any situation. He's tried to say it in his videos and posts, saying that the reason that people care is because he's black. Then he tries to say that Piers Morgan is the one who tried to talk about race in the first place. But he didn't at all. Never in this interview. He just wanted to know a little bit about your life and your backstory, since one, it's not really explained anywhere, and since you brought it up. Also, you admitted that you committed crimes off camera as well. And why do you think Piers Morgan is an idiot? He has a way stronger argument and response to everything you have to say, and you even agreed with him at one point. Doesn't that make you an idiot too?
I care about the fact that you've been terrorising all these people for a sustained period of time. I also care about the fact you've only got a tiny fine today, no deterrent to you whatsoever. You don't show any real remorse. You don't really care, do you?
The UK laws are weak, simple as. And that's not, the UK laws are weak, simple as, and that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Like in America,
imagine a criminal on what I assume is the biggest talk show in the UK exposes you for your laws being so weak he can get away with anything. And he isn't wrong, as he is proving that the laws are weak, as he is constantly getting away with stuff despite being an adult. Again, if anyone has knowledge of the UK laws or lives in the UK, please comment below.
What do your family make of what you've been doing?
What do my family make? Well, I don't chat to my mum anymore. And
why not?
Why not? Because I just don't talk to her. It's irrelevant to you, but I just don't chat to her, innit? And what else? My sisters are calm, but like obviously they don't fully commend what I do, but...
Do any of your family condemn what you do?
No, of course not. Like, obviously...
They think it's all perfectly normal?
No, there's certain videos that they'll be like, no, you can't be doing that. Like, especially just walking into the random houses one. Certainly not. But that was more of a spur of the moment thing. I just got egged on and my ego got a hold of me. And I realized that at that moment, and that's why I went to apologize the next day. After it all blew up out of proportion, and I felt like bad. Personally.
I don't think you felt bad.
Okay, well, you can say that. You can say that. I'm telling you.
I think you felt bad.
No, see, you're interrupting me. Why are you interrupting me? I'm talking. I'm talking.
Carry on being an idiot.
Okay, we are siding the districts every time.
I'm actually not going to call you Mizzy, because it's obviously a stage. I'll call you Bakari Bronze, right?
All right.
Bakari Bronze, let's try and talk to each other as human beings.
All right, Piers.
All right? Yeah.
Again, talking over him, sounding so stupid. Why are you repeating yourself, especially like that? And does he think that he's a thug? He keeps talking about way outside in the district. Like, what are you trying to tell us? Also saying, alright, Piers Morgan, like it means something. He really got hurt over Piers Morgan saying his government name. And honestly, he doesn't talk about a dad, and maybe that's why he acts the way he does. Also, if you don't talk to your mom, where do you live? You're about to be 19, and imagine if people find his sister's socials or his mom's socials and start saying heinous things. I bet he'd go crazy. Maybe he'd finally feel bad for everything he's done. I mean, he's already admitted his family are disappointed in him. And no, he didn't feel bad. He admitted it in his video he made on YouTube. He has no remorse.
I'm trying to understand why there's no real remorse here. Why do you not understand what do you mean why there's no real consequences of your actions?
I went to go apologize off social media. I could have recorded that apology and that would have been another viral video. Whether it's hate or whatever, literally, hate brings money, hate brings likes, hate brings views. It doesn't matter. Love or hate, it still brings views.
The thing is, it's not bringing any money to you. Piers Morgan said something about money earlier, like in the intro of the talk. But the thing is, it simply isn't. TikTok doesn't pay well for millions, or even 1 billion views. All you get is accounts that get auto-deleted, so sure, you get views, but it means nothing when it all gets took away from you, and you can't keep any of the growth. And the stuff you're doing is literal criminal behavior and crimes. You're only heading down a route of prison time and blacklisted from everywhere on the internet. It's not going to be fun being the villain when you, your mom, no dad, your sisters, and the rest of your family gets threats and harassed at work, social media, in person, and everywhere else. You don't just hurt yourself in this situation, you hurt everyone around you and end up in prison.
Why do you prefer to do the hateful stuff?
It's not like I prefer to do the hateful stuff, it's just like it's easier to do the hateful stuff.
Why are you laughing?
And
it's fun?
obviously, I don't think it's fun, but you're a funny person.
You do think it's funny?
You're a funny person.
You do, I've seen the videos. You do
Obviously,
think it's just really funny.
At the time, I think it's funny, my fan base thinks it's funny, and it's we outside, innit? It's a movement. But
what's the
deep down,
what's the movement?
Deep down, being free and not letting anyone tell you nothing. That's why I can do all of this stuff. I'm the most hated person on the internet right now.
No, you're not. Most people don't know who you are.
Okay then, whatever you say, innit? Whatever you say.
Most people watching this will have never heard of you and care even less.
Well, now they are. You just brought it to me. Now they are.
They'll just look at the way you're behaving now and they'll think, yeah, he's a complete moron.
All right, and you're a complete moron. You keep cutting me, interrupting me when I'm trying to talk.
Because you keep talking in this animated manner, trying to stop me asking you any questions. And then you say, is it because I'm black? As if somehow it's about a racial thing.
He's going back to the race card. Why are you going back to that? I said that once.
No, you mentioned it.
I mentioned it once.
I've never once mentioned your skin colour.
All right, cool. Go on.
I don't care what colour you are.
All right.
If you were white, I'd have exactly the same view about your moronic behaviour.
All right.
Again with repeating himself for whatever reason, and you do think what you do is funny and entertaining, and it's bizarre how he keeps trying to say Piers Morgan is stupid and doesn't say why at all. Also, the people that think that your content is funny are probably just like you, a criminal, or they're an ignorant kid. And I think he said what the movement is talking about being free. The thing is, yes, you are free, but why commit crimes? Besides, go follow a career path or something of the sort with the freedom you have. Committing crimes will make you the complete opposite of free. And the you're losing. You are losing.
But I'm curious, who in your family is there to tell you this is wrong?
Why do you need to go to my family? I'm my own person, so talk about me.
Because you don't.
No. Because you don't. Talk about me, not my family.
Yes, but here's the problem.
What's the problem?
You are clearly a product of your upbringing.
No, I'm not. I'm my own person. I've always been my own person.
You've had no one to tell you this is wrong.
Of course, people have told me it's wrong. Family, friends, everyone's told me it's wrong.
Who's told you it's wrong?
What do you mean? My own mother told me it's wrong. There's been situations between me and my mum where I
Right,
don't
so your
talk.
mother doesn't like what you're doing?
Of course, yeah.
So why don't you stop doing it?
Because
my mother told me to stop doing something.
Okay, and that's your mother. You listen to your mother. You listen to somebody else. I'm my own person. I'm legally an adult now, so I can do what I...
How do you confidently act this way? And bringing up your upbringing is something that could be a key point to why you act the way you do. Just because you are yourself doesn't mean that your surroundings didn't affect you. Why is talking about your family and such a weird thing for him to ask? Why do you spaz out when the question's asked? And if your mom, no dad, friends, and anyone else in your life are telling you to stop, maybe you should listen, especially when the law gets involved. And just because you're an adult doesn't mean you know what's best, or know all.
What are you going to do now?
What am I going to do now? I'm going to be on Twitch. Yeah, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch, IRL streams, gaming streams. You want to get at that?
You're not getting a shout out here, but also you can't do IRL streams. Doing IRL streams would mean that you would go outside, and you have to get written permission from people you record that they allow it. And I know the police are going to be watching these, so once you slip up, they'll get you for it. Also, what makes you think Twitch is going to let you stream on their platform? You're probably banned already, and with the rules that they have, you can't even ban Evade, and you can't be on any other Twitch streamer's streams, cause them's the rules. Also, who would really want to watch you play games or sit there in silence for 10 minutes at a time while you try to find a YouTube video to watch? The only people that are going to be watching is the police and the people who are trying to clip when you mess up or say something that's newsworthy. Now that I think about it, it reminds me of the old prank channels that were hated on YouTube in the 2010s, because most of them stopped by now because they were either arrested, shot, ended, or hated so bad. He'll end up like the rest of them. The attention he's getting is like a flame. At some point that flame is going to be put out, and put out quickly. The era in the 2010s where you would do insane stuff and get away with it is over.
But yeah.
Do you want to try and come up with a sincere apology or not?
No, I don't need to come up with no sincere apology. I already have my own remorse, and I already
You don't have any remorse, do you?
What do you mean? Okay, then whatever you...
To you, it's all a bit of a joke. And if you steal some old woman's dog, it's all a bit of fun. If you jump on a Jewish man, it's all a bit of fun. If you run into people's houses with young kids and terrorise them, it's all a bit of fun.
But what I'm saying to you
nothing
is,
really matters.
What I'm saying to you is, there's been plans to change up everything. And you're just no help in it. You just talk your own thing. You have your own set morals, and yeah. So that's you.
No, it's not about morality. I just think...
Okay, cool. Whatever you say. I'm still talking. You interrupt me again, Piers.
Okay,
Piers Morgan, why'd you keep interrupting me?
Let me tell you, we're going to put both of ourselves out of this misery, and we'll just end it there, because
you should end it.
As I said at the start, you're just a complete moron.
And so are you.
So until you stop being a moron, you will be treated like a moron. You are Mizzy, the moron. For the record, he wasn't paid for this, obviously. I feel like paying viewers, actually, if I'm just put up with it.
That's the whole interview there. I feel bad for Piers Morgan, the viewers at home that had to watch this on live TV, and the viewers watching this video who had to endure that. Also, Mizzy doesn't understand that if he came out calmer, waited his turn to talk, and was respectful, you could have said your piece and explained how you were going to change and what your next plans were. Because near the end, he says he's going to change the way he does things and that he has some stuff planned. But the question is how? This is something he has said multiple times, but has never went into detail about it. After being put in jail a few times, the Piers Morgan interview, and I think some threats on the internet he received, he comes out with a video trying to look honest.
Hello world, it's your boy Mizzy, and I have something to say. You may know me as the TikTok terror from the Piers Morgan show. You may know me as this menace on the news articles. They've just been painting me out as this bad guy. But I want you guys to know that I'm actually not this bad guy.
Because you are a bad guy. You've committed crimes and scarred people for life, all for the sake of internet points. If you think you're the mastermind for getting yourself a criminal record and looking like an idiot on live TV and the whole internet, bless your hearts. And I don't want to hear that these two people are different, because that doesn't work in this situation. And that doesn't really work in most situations. You admitted to doing this stuff before without recording it, and you say that you do this type of stuff on and off camera. This is the real you. The law does not care if this was not the real you, both Bukkake and Mizzy are idiots, and it doesn't matter if some of the pranks are not that bad. You still did the bad ones, and the bad ones need to be called out. And of course the media is going to show the worst ones.
Mizzy and Bakari are two different people, isn't it? Bakari is the mastermind behind Mizzy, and I know Mizzy has made some harsh decisions and harsh pranks. Like, not all my pranks are bad. Like, the media picks and chooses what pranks they want to put out there for people to have their own opinion on, and that's why all of this controversy started.
You say in your other video you don't feel bad and don't really care, you just want to apologize because it's the right thing. Your story isn't adding up, and do you really believe what you're saying, or are you just saying it to get people off your back?
That one video, I regret that video, innit? I don't really have regrets in my life. I live life in the moment. But that video should have never been posted or even done in the first place, innit? Like, kids in the yard, whatnot, whatever. But just the stress on the family and the cause of the video going so viral was not good. Like, I basically gained clout from a stupid thing, innit?
Stop trying to act like it's two different people. And what are you even going to do with Twitch? You're going to get auto-banned and not allowed back on the platform because they don't allow people to come back that are banned on a different account or be on other people's live streams. So it's completely useless to try to make that move. You can't do anything IRL without written permission. And what are you going to do to help the youth like you keep talking about? Tell them not to do the things you do? Because, spoiler alert to the audience, he's been arrested again and committed some of the crimes I talked about earlier after this apology. You have made a mark so bad on some kids and inspired them to live this way, and you can't do anything to stop it now. The damage has been done.
And now that I have this platform and all eyes on me, I'm trying to do right now. And I'm trying to help all the young people, and I'm trying to help everybody, yeah? This is Bakari speaking, not even Mizzy. We need to differentiate the two people. Like, Mizzy's still going to be in effect in some sort of way, shape and form, like with the Twitch streams and the IRL and just doing different types of content, but I'm going to try to be giving back to the people, innit?
Race has nothing to do with this. You are the only one bringing up race in this discussion. If anything, you made your race look bad. You didn't hold yourself down at all. You just embarrassed yourself and made yourself look even more like a moron.
Been in talks with the Tate brothers. Tristan reached out to me. He said he wants to help me lead a better life for the young people because I can be an advocate for so much different things. I'm a young black male that's been on Piers Morgan's show. Regardless of however the interview went, I still feel like I held myself down. So obviously, me, Tristan and Andrew have been in talks and they want to support me, and I'm seeing it like it's all genuine and we need to make things go further than the way it is because I have the power now, and whatever I do can make me go up. I can be it's like a hero arc, where I can be the hero or I can be the villain. I can continue being the villain because right now I am a villain. So you guys need to understand that this is real talks right now, and we're going to make a big move. And the We Outside movement, like I've been saying, this movement and the plans, the We Outside movement is real, bro. We Outside, it goes deeper than just saying we outside. It's being one with yourself and letting no one tell you otherwise. But yeah, you man, I really understand it.
I'll talk about the Tate brothers' involvement in a minute, but you saying you're outside means nothing really. You're just saying you have plans but don't go into detail, which really would have helped you a little bit in this situation. You're only going outside to commit crimes and make yourself look stupid on live TV. You need to describe what your plans are and what you're doing to change thoroughly so people can actually believe it. So going about Andrew and Tristan Tate, they both tweeted about Mizzy ever since he's gotten popular about wanting to mentor him and get him down on the right path. And it really makes me mad how Tristan and Andrew Tate want to help him, bringing him to Romania and talking to him or just texting or calling him through the phone. I don't see how any of their words or any of the stuff that they're trying to do is really going to help at all. Now, they have helped people before start making money and work out and stuff like that, but I truly don't see them getting through this kid's skull. And the kid doesn't even deserve to be around these people. So, you're basically telling me I do a bunch of scummy things, become a criminal, go to jail a couple times, make myself look stupid on the internet and live TV, and all because I'm in the UK and get to talk to them and have their number. This is about as messed up as the system. So far, I don't think they've met, or it'd be everywhere by now, but they were in talks of doing it. Personally, I hope that they don't meet, because if they do, it's going to be awful, and from what it seems like, it's not even working, as he's been arrested and doing bad things even after getting these text messages. And he even came off as aggressive to them when they first tweeted about him.
Tate, I saw your little comment on the video that I made. Do you not think I don't know where you live? You joke, man. Tell Andrew I said hi
and that I'm coming for his Bugatti.
He doesn't need Andrew and Tristan Tate. He needs life in jail. Bukaki actually showed some of the texts on Twitter. I looked at some of the text messages because he exposed some of them on Twitter, and they look fake. Like, it feels like and looks like Andrew and Tristan Tate don't really understand, and they just see another person that's been attacked on the internet, and, you know, they want to defend that person because they've been attacked on the internet themselves.
I was thinking, yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this on TV, but obviously they do it as well. Like literally, when I was on BBC, she had a script right in front of her. So I have like a little thing that I want to say. Just I want to say it out loud, innit? Like a little script to the public, the world, the news, whatever. And I'll send it to you before I execute it, innit? But I was just gonna print it out and then back it out in the middle and just say it. I have something to say, and just say it. You get, the way I'll approach it is I'll draw like everyone out, if you know what I mean. I need to slow down and like get my point across. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, you guys read off a script. You might not have the script in front of you right now, but all of this is scripted. You were told to say this is your job. Then I'm gonna back out my script, the paper that's gonna have like what I say, and I'm just gonna say what I have to say and not say anything else. Oh, I'm running at 1,000 miles per hour, innit? So I need to make use of my actual mind and use it to my advantage, basically. And if I write down what I have to say, then I can say it more effectively.
And he was trying to tell him, like, okay, just say this short, simple, sweet thing, like you're on your redemption arc and such on Talk TV, which we'll talk about in the next section here. But he tries to say, like, okay, just respond to every question with this, like, certain line that says, like, oh, I'm on my redemption, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do better. And basically say that for every question. So, and that the interviewers will try to slice that up and attack him. And you'll see what he does in this whole interview. So basically, Bukaki had a whole script, was told by quote unquote Andrew Tate what to do, and even after all that, you'll see how he does this interview. Mizzy ends up going on another talk show in the UK called Talk TV. This interview starts off as like a head-giving competition and then gets really heated.
Hello, welcome back to Talk Radio, Talk TV. I'm Danielle Nichols, this is Andre Walker, and we have a very special guest in the studio.
Yes, that's right. It's fair to say the man that offended Piers Morgan more than anybody else I can think of is in the studio with us. He's one of the biggest TikTok stars. He's controversial. He's been in court a couple of times recently for some of the pranks he's been up to. But it's Mizzy. Mizzy, welcome.
Hello, Ward.
How are you?
I'm good.
He's moody.
He's a bit moody.
Why are you upset?
Because I have a message
What's
to
your
the whole
message?
world. So you see you guys right now, you're using a script in it. You're basically working a job at the end of the day. No script.
No, it's not a script.
No, we don't use scripts. Look,
I have a script here.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does have a script.
I'm a man with a script. I'm an actor at the end of the day. I'm an
Okay.
actor with a script.
Okay.
And I have something I want to say.
Go for it.
This is a message to everyone. And to get where I am right now to spread this message, I needed to do things in a different way. In a way a lot of people wouldn't agree on. I have remorse. And I know when to take accountability for my actions in my personal life, when I'm Bakari, not when I'm showing you Mizzy on the internet. I don't condone what I do, nor do I tell anyone to repeat any of my actions. People need to understand and learn to detach social media from real life. As social media is just one big game. And Mizzy, this online persona I created, is literally social proof that society is weak and that the public is manipulated by media and swayed away from the truth so easily. Attention is seen as the purest form of generosity, and Mizzy is exactly what is wrong with this new online modern day society.
Mizzy has this weird thing where he likes to act all crazy, I guess. I don't know. It's just something weird he does. It's kind of the look I was talking about earlier, but it's a bit different, and he acts really weird as well. I feel bad for this woman who has to sit beside him. Mizzy still doesn't understand that crimes that are committed are also real life. Just because they're posted on social media and recorded for social media does not make them a facade in any way. Society just doesn't want people who commit crimes free in the world. He's simply missing key details and trying to manipulate. Who even knows? I don't know who would fall for it.
You're all capitalizing on Mizzy right now. This interview literally has Mizzy on the headlines, bro. And you're making money over my appeal to the public, whether it's good or bad. Think about it.
The only reason I've been making news and headlines for so long is because I'm young, black, and doing something different. And the mainstream media think they can use me as an example, put me on TV so I can make a fool out of myself and appeal to the stereotype. It's a simple distraction technique used by the mainstream media to divert attention from the real problems in this country. If I wasn't the TikTok terror or done what I needed to do, would I be on this show right now or even on Piers Morgan? It's all propaganda at the end of the day.
He tries to act like what he's saying is so deep, like he's the first person to ever be talked about for doing something stupid online or committing crimes. Yes, they are profiting off of you. The news profits off of interesting topics, whether political, sweet, attention-taking, whatever. It's what they do. It's what they're supposed to do. You act like no one knows this. The news talks about scum criminals? No way! He again pulls the race card. To be honest, I can't think of the last time I seen a black man in this much drama. Unless you want to count Andrew Tate. The reason you are making headlines is because of the awful things you're doing. To the people of the UK. You did make a fool of yourself on TV. You're doing it now. Are you admitting to falling into their so-called trap? Also, the news hides stuff from the public all the time, and some stuff is even hid from the news. There is stuff hidden everywhere. If you want to talk about stuff like this, you should have just came out and said it besides beating around the bush. The reason for this note is so unclear and everywhere. If you want to talk about how the government is being corrupt, you could have just made videos and tweets about it, and people eat that stuff up all the time. You didn't have to go the criminal route to get your word out. And your history of awful behavior goes back to you being at school, before you even started posting online. But don't try to avert it all now to, oh, I've never been this way. This is just Mizzy. Mizzy's so different from the real me. Oh, sure, I've gotten kicked out of school 5 times and all that, but I swear they're different people.
All these online personalities have had their own fair share of controversies, worse than mine even, and still have a platform, and that's because we give it to them with any type of attention. I'm just a teen from these rough areas. As journalists, it's your job to be highlighting the misery of people in this country and figuring out what their causes are instead of bringing some TikToker that makes silly pranks onto your show for views and ratings. It's all about painting a picture in your mind. Mainstream media have been doing it for years, and they get their paycheck by writing numerous articles, posting controversial videos, and twisting stories to change the audience's narrative. The movement is real.
Most of the time, we ban and put people in prison. You're just lucky you're not there yet. Over time, people have realized and shown what the problem is, and news stations talk about the bad because that's what gets a lot of views. It's simple.
Okay, Mizzy, there's loads of stuff that's to unpick in that. And the first question I would ask you is, do you feel that the reason you've done all this is because you've been stereotyped based on your working class background, based on coming from Hackney, and based on being a young black man in London?
You can say that, yes, because there's been many other pranksters that do worse things than me. There's guys that are doing, like, I don't even know what I can say on here, but there's guys that are doing pranks out here, and they still have a platform to share their message, and I don't understand that, because I have an actual message I'm willing to share.
Because
I have seen some bad pranks.
I watched one thing. I watched one thing that you did, which genuinely did get me thinking. Because I think you're a clever guy, and I think actually there is a message behind it. I genuinely believe that. You know, when you walked into that very wealthy person's house, you could apologise all day, but part of the shock of it was a young black man walking into a wealthy person's house. That's what I took from it, and I thought that potentially you were attempting to highlight racism by that prank.
Literally, essentially, in a nutshell, that's what it is. Because that's what I was trying to mention on Piers Morgan. That's why I mentioned the black card, race card, whatever you might want to say. I was trying to say that if a white person done that and called it a prank, made it a trend and whatever, it wouldn't have gone this far. It wouldn't have been on Piers Morgan. It wouldn't have been news headlines. Press wouldn't be outside my house. All of that.
I don't know who he's referring to talking about our pranks, but I've not seen anyone talk about this, and I'm pretty sure anyone who's done anything of the sort would already be off the internet by now and talked about a lot. And I've covered people who need to be took off the internet but haven't yet. Some people just slip through the cracks, just like you. Like I've said, you go through everything the worst way possible. Why would anyone want to listen to a criminal? White people have done awful pranks and stuff before of the sort. They just don't keep posting like you did. So them get arrested and such, and get into too much trouble and then give up once they realize it's not worth it anymore. And you have to think a lot of the white people who have gotten popular doing bad things also would already be arrested by now. And the UK is so much smaller than the US, so there's more opportunity for things like this. So that's why a lot of people in the US don't get to do these interviews and such. Some of them have done interviews and such, but it's the US, and where you're in the UK, you can get to these bigger talk shows a lot quicker and a lot easier because the UK is a tighter community and there's a lot more opportunity.
Okay, well, should we have a look at the
hang on a second. Before we do that, if you and me had walked into somebody's house and gone, we think that, is this the place where the study group is? They wouldn't have been as shocked, would they? I genuinely believe that. But anyway, it did solicit a response from Piers Morgan, who, it's fair to say, Missy, didn't like you quite as much as I did. Here's what's happened on the Piers Morgan show.
Tell me about your life. What justifies this? What's happened to you that makes you think you're justified in doing this?
What do you mean, tell me about my life?
Well, you said you don't know anything about your life. Tell me about your life.
Because you're trying to get onto me because I'm black. Because I guarantee...
Because you're black?
Person, yeah, I guarantee...
I don't give a damn about your skin colour.
Really?
No. Why would I care what colour your skin is? Really? I just think you're an idiot.
Oh, thank you. I think you're an idiot too.
That's fine. You're perfectly entitled to.
It's very interesting that you say that, though, because I think if a young lad walked into my house as confidently and as brazenly as you did, without like asking the lady in the front garden, is this where the study group is or whatever, I would be nervous still, because I would assume that someone coming into my house where my kids were, my assumption would be that you wanted to take something from me, like my car keys or anything like that. That's what I would be nervous about.
But isn't that also a commentary on the fact that young people have a bad reputation?
That's
so it's not just the
That's what Mizzy is trying to represent. Like, there's been many other Mizzys before. Mizzy's an online social media persona, like I'm trying to portray.
But do you think it's okay to frighten people in the way that you frighten people? Because what I will say is this: you're not picking on, like when you nicked the dog, you didn't pick on a big strapping bloke, did you, Mizzy? You picked on an old lady.
Even that situation got out of perspective. In real life, I was gonna take the dog anyway and give it back regardless, because the dog took our chips. We're sitting in the middle of the park, me and my friends, and
yeah.
She was like to us,
okay, well, that's interesting you say that, though, because I wanted to chat to you about that. Let's have a look at the dog clip.
Hello.
Hi.
You got a nice dog.
Sorry?
You got a nice dog.
She's lovely, yes.
Gang, whole lot of gang.
Anyone that... I know around where we live, if you've got a nice dog, everyone's really nervous about this because dogs are getting nicked. That does happen because they're worth so much money that people's dogs are being stolen, and it's upsetting, disturbing, and just downright
and
wrong.
You have that emotional attachment to a lot of your
because it's your dog, and people, you know, they're part of people's family. But what? So what? It's interesting you say you were with your mates, because is it fair to say that when you're a young lad and do you think you're being goaded on by your mates to do things that you maybe
fully know
do?
that I'm my own person, innit, and I would do what I want to do. So if I didn't want to do it, I wouldn't have done it. But when you're with your friends and you're young and you're just hyped up and you're living in the moment, you get, like, sometimes you get a hold of yourself, innit, and you don't know what you're doing at the time. Everyone makes mistakes, and when you're young, you make the most mistakes.
You're basically saying that you let your thoughts win. And watching these people defend him is so brain melting. I've never thought, let's go act like we're gonna rob or stab someone and chase them. And I've never thought, let's steal a person's dog, because I was with my friends. If you do think of these things, you probably have a bad crowd around you. And if you're saying your own person, but you're also not Mizzy, it doesn't add up. Mizzy and Bukkake are the same person.
One of the things that you did say you made a mistake on was the walking into the house, which we alluded to before. Let's have a quick look at that.
James? Come to the front door right now, please.
James? Hi. You man, come. Hello, James. We need to speak to James. James? Come on. Come on, come on, guys. Come on.
It doesn't matter how you wrap that up. If someone just walked into my house like that, I would be scared. I'd be scared, and especially if my kids were in there.
I mean, it happened to me once. I remember once I used to smoke cigars in my house. How pretentious does that sound?
Oh, wow.
I smoked cigars in my house. I left the door open, and a couple of guys walked in who thought there was a house party. They'd got the wrong address. It is very intimidating. I mean, Mizzy, you apologised to that family, didn't you?
Did you apologise?
Yes, I did. I went there the next day on my own accord. Because like I said, social media is like a facade. Like, it's literally a game. Yeah. on my own accord, I went to the house the next day and apologized and took accountability for my actions. I could have recorded the apology, could have posted it for clout, more clout, whatever. Internet. It's not about the internet. It goes.
What do you want to say when you apologise, Missy? What did she say?
She was like, we had a conversation. She was telling me about her distress and how like she had kids in the house. At the time when I was doing it, I didn't see that there was a kid there until James mentioned, oh, we got kids, and I left straight away because I have a child myself.
Why did it take him so long to respond? Bro went there on something, no doubt. Also, again, in one of your videos, you said you didn't care.
Mizzy, can I just ask you one question? You've come in here, you seem like a nice bloke to me, but you seem upset about something. Do you feel that people have mistreated you?
Yes, you can say that, but it's all just part of a bigger plan.
And how do you feel people have mistreated you?
Because of the way I portrayed myself is essentially my fault at the end of the day, but it's all part of a plan.
I mean, the reality is, you've said that you're somebody who understands the consequence of your actions, and I think there's certainly some truth in that, because of course the consequence of your actions are that you become a megastar. There's no doubt about it. Young people all over this country know who you are, but at the same time, you've got to recognise the significant harm you've done, because this is effectively bullying people on TV. You know, you're clearly an intelligent guy. You're an intimidating guy when you give the sort of look or whatever, but look, you know, when you steal somebody's butt dog, when you walk into somebody's house, those people are frightened. And by the way, you didn't vault a Jewish person, you pushed the guy into the road, and that, I have to say, is something that if I was just stood at the bus stop and I got shoved into the road by somebody, it wouldn't be about black or white, young or old. I'd have been shoved into the road. I'm very upset. I just wonder whether you are part of a culture that is so selfish, that says that, you know, what makes me famous, what gets me into the newspapers, what gets me on TV is more important than the suffering that causes me to get there.
Could you have pranked your mates and not been pranking the public? So that if you can do your pranks, you can have your ideas, but you do it with your mates.
I mean, look, you're staring at me, but I think it's a legitimate question, isn't it?
I've got a question for you, Mizzy. Now, do you think that social media itself has pushed you to sort of make this point in itself? I mean, I know you're talking about anti-racism. You're effectively what I would say you're attempting to be an anti-racism campaigner, right? You're essentially trying to tell people that racism has meant that you have experienced a particular kind of backlash that other people haven't. Would you say that's right?
Essentially, yes.
At least he admitted it's his fault. And the question of why not prank your friends is a super good question. And it sucks the other lady asks something. Because to be honest, if he just pranked his friends, it'd definitely be not as bad of a response from everyone. Honestly, he probably doesn't have any to do these pranks on. And I don't find him intimidating, and he looks at these people not saying anything like he's in a movie. It's so weird. It's so odd behavior. And Mizzy is not the first person to have controversy. He's not the first person to get media coverage. I can't remember the last time a black person was in bigger controversy than a white person. And every other prank person I've seen has been in a controversy, because they break the law or do something scummy. It is not a race thing.
Are you, hang on a second, are you somebody who will only answer questions if they go your way?
No.
Okay, so in that case, can you answer my question about whether you believe that you are part of a narcissistic society that is willing to take the benefit from notoriety, but not willing to accept the damage that's done in the creation of that notoriety?
I've accepted the damage I've done. I went to prison for a couple of days and whatnot. I literally accept, like I'm saying, Mizzy and Bakari are two different. Bakari's the mastermind behind Mizzy. In real life, I know what Mizzy's doing is going to cause real life consequences and actions. I've been on tag. I'm on tag for a year right now. I understand that it's going to cause real life problems, but that's not the bigger. There's a bigger issue at hand here. Why am I even here? We're actually talking for a while. Why am I here? You could be talking about anything else. Train strikes, world hunger, anything.
Because you've caused a lot of people to be very upset. Yeah. That's why you're here, and that's why you're so famous.
And there is a real concern.
Because you've caused a lot of people.
Let's just be clear. There is a real concern here that social media is projecting people to the top who actually are behaving in a way that's unacceptable in our society. Look, if you're attempting to make a protest, make a protest. I understand that. You saw me debate with Animal Rebellion a second ago about the fact that they should be holding placards rather than attempting to stop the Epsom Derby. My worry, and it is a real worry, is that somebody like you who's clever, somebody like you who's able, somebody like you who has access to social media and is capable of doing all sorts of things, is instead being pushed into the notoriety variety of criminality in order to get where you are in society. I think it's really dangerous, and I think that whether you yourself are a good or bad person, what you represent is very, very bad.
And that's the whole point of it. What Mizzy represents is very, very bad. It's a social media persona. I'm showing you guys.
But remember that is you.
You're talking about social media. Yes, of course. That message at the start was part of the plan. Like, I don't need to speak more further on what anything.
So you now have a platform.
The slight problem is when you talk about yourself in the third person, remember both of these people are you. So
I know this at the end of the day. I'm not saying this. I'm saying that social media and real life are different things.
When you turn around and go, I accept that what Mizzy does is very bad. I accept that Mizzy has upset people. I accept that Mizzy's guilty of criminality. It's literally you, right? It's literally you. Therefore, what you are basically saying is you are doing something that I've seen so many times in our modern society.
So many times. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. It's a cycle. Like, literally, it's a formula. Social media is a game in itself.
That's right.
You guys are playing the game. And I'm proving it right now. I'm proving it.
And you were successful at it.
I don't have to prank ever again. I don't have to prank ever again. The media has called me a prankster.
You've proved that by being narcissistic, by going on the attack, by pushing people into a road, by invading somebody's house, by upsetting your mum, who apparently doesn't even speak to you, by upsetting your sisters.
See, that's because me and my mum still speak now. It's what the media portrays, bro.
You literally told Piers
I told Piers Morgan, and obviously, ever since then, see, even that, let's even talk about that now. Forget everything else. Let's talk about that. My mum has never spoken to press.
So are you willing?
You're saying that's made up?
Yes, that's made. Oh my days, you can even. That's made. I can call my mum right now. I can call my mum right now. My mum doesn't. Yes, that's made up. My mum don't speak to me. She literally stepped out of her house, and a guy took a picture of her. And then
I saw an interview where you literally said
racism right there, though. What is that, bro?
I saw an interview where you literally said that your mum's not speaking to you and your sisters don't like everything that you do, but they still are speaking to you. Were you lying?
No, at the time, no. And it doesn't matter what I was not speaking to my mum about.
You pulled me
and my mum are fine now.
You pulled me up on you pulled me up on an important question, because the minor detail of your mum used to not speak to you, but now she does. Okay, so look.
So this is today's mail.
Do you mind if I finish this question? The point is this, that what you have proved successfully is that if you go out and you behave really badly, if you go out and you waste the skills that you've got, your intelligence, your ability to dominate social media, if you use that by upsetting people, offending people, stealing, throwing people into the road, threatening people, if you do all that, you will make it to the top. You've proved that successfully. But doesn't it also mean that you've done something really bad that's going to encourage other young people to follow your lead? I tell you what annoys me about you. You're clearly a nice bloke, right? But the reality is that what you are doing here, there's going to be 1,000 young people who go out shoving people into the street, walking into people's houses, stealing people's dogs, because they don't have the intelligence.
But
and they
this
don't
has
have
been done before. This has been done before. I am the first person that has done this. It's just a formula.
Let me finish. This ain't the BBC, baby. Right. There's other people who are going to go out and follow your lead. And the reality is, I say to you, you seem like a nice bloke. I'll even buy you a pint after this. But shame on you for encouraging people of lower intelligence than you to behave in this fashion. It's not a movement. It's a grotesque lump of narcissism. Is it not?
The movement is real.
What is the movement?
What is the movement? What are you trying to achieve?
We outside in the districts every time. We outside means being outside with your inner self and not letting anyone tell you nothing, because no one can tell you anything. You are your own person at the end of the day.
So the movement is basically, don't give a toss about criminality. Go out, do what you want. Don't get a proper job. No. Don't get a proper education. What you can be, you can be like Mizzy. You can wander around, jumping in people's houses, stealing people's dogs, pushing Jewish people into the street, threatening to kill people. Who cares? What does it matter? You can go to prison for a couple of days, even though you have the intelligence to never need to go to prison. You can go to prison for a couple of days, pay the fine, offend your family. Who gives a toss?
The UK laws are weak. The UK laws are weak. The UK laws are weak. Simple as.
Guy asks a good question, bringing up some super good points. Mizzy and Bukkake are the same person in the eyes of the law, and to everyone else. Your 5 times kicked out of school proves so. And how is creating a criminal record, making yourself look bad, and permanently screwing over your life and your family's life a mastermind plan? It's nowhere close. And your whole thing about how they should talk about bigger issues isn't getting you anywhere. And Mizzy says the media is saying he doesn't speak to his own mom anymore, when he himself said it on Piers Morgan. And about the whole racism thing he keeps bringing up, you are probably making people racist or think less of people. Why not go do some good as a black person to show that they all aren't bad, besides break the law? And the guy brings up a good point, which is the influence part of it. iDubbbz tried to say you could control your fan base, and trust me, you cannot. And an example would be Mizzy here. And a perfect example of not being able to control your fan base would be Mizzy. His fan base is easily influenced and not smart enough to think to not commit these crimes. And his response to a hard question just proves he's in the wrong and isn't too smart. The thing is, the law and government will tell you what to do, and you will listen or pay the price.
Well, they can't do it because you're now being punished for what's happened. Do you know what? I saw a clip when you came out of the prison, and I think I saw a different guy, because I think we have that clip. I think you do genuinely have remorse.
You saw a different guy because I got cloned.
No, I think we saw someone who was upset.
At least now we know the
done.
prisons are.
No, the truth is, the way I see about it, these guys of your age doing a hell of a lot worse, and it might not be on TikTok, and it might not be for clicks and for likes, but there are. This is you being released now.
How was prison?
How was prison? There's nothing to glorify about, but obviously because of the position I'm in, a lot of people do know me anyway. So when I went there, people were coming up to me, just supporting me, saying, "Oh, this, that, and the other, like I'm a fan of you."
Oh, no, hang on a second, Reem. I'm not being funny, but for a guy of your intelligence, the accolade of being the most popular lag on D-Wing is hardly. It's literally. I'm not. Like I said, I don't glorify it. Can I ask you another question, Mizzy?
Now he's talking about being cloned. You say prison isn't something to glorify, but you basically did. And I do not believe at all that people were coming up to him in jail saying that they liked him. Also, it's prison. Why would you take compliments from other criminals? This next clip made my jaw drop when he asked the question.
On a serious note, are you currently in receipt of benefits?
Yes.
So actually you're working and receiving benefits at the same time. Are you a benefits fraudster?
No.
So what is your justification for saying you're not a benefits fraudster?
So you don't work at all?
Hang on a second. TikTok's a business.
Yeah, but I don't work.
Okay, how much do you earn off TikTok?
I don't have a TikTok account. I've been banned.
No, okay.
I don't earn money from social media.
Whilst you're working for TikTok, making money, were you claiming benefits at that point?
No, because I was under 18.
Okay.
Shut down. Simple.
Shut down.
It was a question.
The question about receiving government checks was so good. If he doesn't have a job, though, he is definitely breaking the law to get money, as he showed a video of him giving $1,000 to his mom, which could possibly be hers. But he also has money for the green, has money to raise his kid, and has money to travel to all these places. He definitely is probably doing fraud as well. Saying, "shut down simple," is simply a poor response, especially when you can't shut down in simple any hard question that you get. Now watch the end here as it gets insane.
Mizzy, I've got a question for you. So I know you've spoken a lot about social media and how that's impacted you, and that you want to sort of get a lot of this attention on social media yourself. Do you think that you doing this on social media will encourage other people to commit crimes that potentially could cause a lot of damage? And by damage, I mean it could cause somebody to, be incredibly injured or something like that. Do you think you've encouraged that kind of behaviour? And he's not answering the question. Do you think
I don't understand this whole...
Do you want to be like a good role model?
No, hang on a second. You can do that to me. You're not doing it to a guest. You stare at another guest again, and I'm going to personally remove you. I'm not taking the mick. You glared at her in a threatening fashion. You do that, I'll drag you out by the hair, and you can be as hard as you pretend you are. You apologise to her right now, or you're leaving.
I respect you, but I'm done here.
Good riddance to bad rubbish. Threatening guests does not happen on my show under any circumstances. Reem, I'm very sorry, but the way he glared at you is not acceptable. We never should have had him on the show. I didn't even want him here. I think the guy's a complete and total fool. And the fact that I attempted to have a sensible interview with an idiot like that is absolutely disgusting.
Get him out of here.
Security, get the security from downstairs and get rid of him. Get rid of him, for Christ's sake.
Do you know what?
Get rid of him.
He's angry.
Not answering questions, and when you do, it's just trying to say something that doesn't make sense at all or trying to make them move on is rude. And I noticed that too when he was looking at her. It was really weird and uncomfortable looking. I felt tense myself. You will see later he does weird stuff to women as well, But why are you looking at her this way, making her uncomfortable? And in respect to the people as they try to be nice and civil, the girl that you're looking at in that threatening way was literally the one who was the nicest to you. Why did you do that? It's all his fault the interview went south. He has no one to blame but himself. I looked through Mizzy's Twitter and found a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about here. This Twitter account, I guess, has been up the most. He has switched the at a time or two, but besides that, I'm pretty sure this is his Twitter, and it is one of the only things that you can find some interesting stuff on, and I'll be getting into that right here. One of the things on this Twitter account, and that was also talked about on Twitter, was Mizzy was supposedly supposed to do a boxing match. It wasn't specific with who or what company, but it could have been the company's end if they did so, because having him on something of any sort is basically like career-ending decisions. He also tried calling out iShowSpeed to a boxing match. They're both awful people, but it is stupid. I don't think iShowScams responded to it at all. Besides that, I found pictures of him with his kid and some clips. He does say that he is a dad in one of the interviews, and I think it was the second one. So before that, before I watched those interviews, I didn't even know he was a dad. And to think about it, he is a dad in acting this way. And sometimes kids are supposed to help you grow up. Like having a kid at a young age shows, you know, sometimes irresponsibility. And after that, you're supposed to truly grow up and become the best version of yourself. Apparently, this is not the case for Mizzy. To be honest, his Twitter is so awful. It's awful. Most of the tweets are just him doing the pranks and such. One thing I will say is he has had so many encounters with the police that have at least been recorded, and he, in most of these, has not been arrested. Most of the clips I see are just him basically being stopped and talked to, and that's about it. I was scrolling and have seen over 5 incidences of him being stopped or arrested by police. First incident on Twitter is him sneaking into the Alton Towers, a theme park of some sort in the UK. Not exactly police, but it is security, and possibly police were involved later on. I'm not completely sure.
Hey, stop. No!
There's no full context on this next one I'm showing you, but here you go.
We're outside, apparently we just got, yeah. And man, we got to let us on, so this is what happens here. Wait, you gotta wait for it, yeah? Let them close it up. We outside in the districts every single time. We outside every single time, bro. Are you seeing this? Every single time, bro. Because we outside.
This one I'm about to show you is the time he turned himself in, because he was wanted in the UK after breaking into people's homes and stuff like that. And I think the UK, wherever he lives, made a statement saying that he is a wanted man, so he did end up turning himself in. Here are clips of that.
Mad tech block. The movement is real. We can go. Hey. Every day. I love you, my bro. See you on the other side, bro. Wait. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever happens. The movement is real. We outside. The movement is real. We outside every single day. Make sure to share this everywhere.
Everywhere.
Free the guy.
Everywhere.
Free music.
Everywhere, man.
When I see you
again.
Bow. He was on top of a building, I guess a business trespassing or like an aisling. I forgot exactly what it was called. I did see a tweet from Drama Alert or something of the sort whenever this did happen. And this was, I think, after his apology or whatever, him trying to change like he said he was going to.
let's go.
Come on, let's go. I'm just going to explain the allegation to you, which is that you've uploaded 2 TikTok videos, or 2 Twitter videos, on 24th, 25th of May, after the video.
The next clip I'm going to show you is how he reacts or acts whenever he's released. He showed some ID card of some sort when he was in jail, because I think whenever you get released from jail, you get a jail ID. But I don't know if I can show that, so here's just the clip.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. We outside. Hey.
He also possibly did a type of assault on a man by sniffing him a bunch for a video, you know, like a S assault.
What are you doing?
Man's just sniffing me, bro.
No, I don't want you to sniff me, man.
Why can't I sniff you, bro?
Because it's my smell.
Smell?
Yes.
And I like it. Can I sniff it one more time?
No.
I sniff it all. Can I have some money then? Please, somebody?
No.
Please, somebody? Okay, you do smell nice though. I can't lie. I'm gonna go smell these guys now.
I'm more evil. Yeah.
Well, bro, this is my guy right here, but I was just sniffing him earlier, and now I'm just gonna sniff you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you smell nice still. You actually do smell nice. I love you. Thank you. Have a good day. No problem. You do smell nice as well. We'll marry each other later.
I'm sure if someone did this to a woman, or if he did, it'd definitely be under the SA category. Actually, it gets a lot worse, as he's done this to women too, and a little bit worse.
Yes, guys. Hello, people.
Hello.
My God. What? I saw you from over there. I like your hair still. You got some nice hair. It's nice and luscious.
Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine. You're gonna die. Huh? Why are you just smiling at me?
Oh.
I asked him a question, a serious question. Do you wanna die?
No.
Why?
He's even why? Because
Sure.
you still touching him.
Why?
Because.
You're gonna die. You sure?
Yeah.
I saw you from over there. You're just looking like you wanted to die.
When did we look at you?
Well, you was looking at me this whole time. Nah, bro. Bro, don't even answer that right now. This is serious, bro. You're trying to answer the phone. Who's calling you? They can wait, bro. Then to die, bro, because I can take it out right now, bro.
What's wrong?
Huh?
What's wrong?
I can take it out right now. Do you want yes or no? Huh? Speak. I'm talking to you, bro. You don't. Swat me then. Swat. I lied to you, bro. I don't know why you're laughing as well, bro. Just I take it out right now, fam. You sure? Bro, literally that. It's just hair there, bro. That. Bro,
Is this a prank or something?
Bro, a prank? Nah, it's hub.
So to add on to everything else, he is willing to be a creep. He goes up to a woman in just a random subway or something and does the "do you want to die" thing, and also touches her. It's very sad. And truly, if he's doing this to women, I wonder what's next. I'm not showing this next one, but he did post on Twitter where he gets down into his socks and underwear in a Bath and Body Works, I assume is what it is, and starts rubbing stuff on himself. That's technically indecent exposure, and if kids were around, that'd be a even worse charge. Remember that raid he did to some stores I talked about earlier? He also did that to a YouTube group soccer match for charity, known as the Sidemen. They do this big event where they play soccer for charity and entertainment, and Mizzy's raid is the reason why this match was stopped or canceled. I don't really know what happened. It might have been temporarily stopped. I truly don't know if it was temporarily stopped or what, but here's this.
We're sneaking into the Sidemen match, yeah? Everyone come through! Hey! It's Charlton Athletic Stadium. Everyone's getting chased! Free the guy! Free the guy in the red! Seen it though. We're still going here for the YouTube All-Stars. Could be a chance for Nico Milana! It's in! It's in! It's 2-0 for the All-Stars! No! Hey! What are we doing with that, fam? Are you fucking crazy?
He also said some jokes that the Twitter universe would definitely not like, as well as apparently entered some areas that were workers only in multiple stores and restaurants, and did this to at least 6 shops, as he says in the video.
Don't make me do. Oh, hey, excuse me. Hey, what are you doing, man?
And they got dogs and cats back there.
The videos and channel have been deleted. I'm not sure if there's an archive anywhere of these, but to be honest, I couldn't bear looking at hours of his content. He also admitted in posting videos of him smoking some of the green. I'm not going to show it at all, but there's just, you know, another crime. Here's also some other clips of pranks, just in case I don't have a section for them.
Bro, I need you for a second, yeah? So, basically, yeah, what are you telling me? Give me a dare in it. It can be anything, yeah? One dare.
Dare?
Yeah.
Extreme dare, yeah, come on. Extreme dare?
Yeah.
Are you fully gonna do it?
Yeah.
I don't even know, fam. But you putting man on the spot,
It can be anything, bro.
Alright, go on. Listen, run through there, jump over that counter, run around the kitchen.
Say nothing. Alright, come, we have to do it quick on a quick thing. On a quick thing. Oh shit.
What are you doing?
Nice.
Let me get some of that.
No, fella.
Why not?
You just screamed in my face, didn't you?
Can I kiss you in your face as well?
No, you can't, fella.
Okay, can I have a hug then?
No.
Then I die?
No. Not really.
I can make it right now, right here.
We can all die.
We can all die, innit?
We can all die.
How about I can make it right now?
We can all die, fella.
Can I give you a kiss then, please? All I want to do is kiss you, bro. Like, man screamed in your face and now you're just smoking in my face. Is that very nice?
Right, I was just stood here. You came in my face, so it's just you can have the end of it if you really want.
No, I don't want that. Sorry. Alright, guys. I need a dare. Yeah, can you give me a dare? Just one dare. Anything. It can be anything in this whole beach to do anything. Yeah, just give me a dare.
Wait. Ooh. I let him go swimming. Okay, cool.
No, man's already went swimming. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I dare you to go up to the police officer and do a TikTok with them.
Go to the police officer and do a TikTok with them. Oh, well, right now I'm doing a YouTube video, so I'll do something else with the police officer. Give me something else to do.
Kiss him on the cheek.
Kiss him on the cheek. Alright, come, let's go. Let's run. We gotta do it quick. Hello, guys. So basically, yeah, I was got dead, yeah, to give one of you a kiss on the cheek. Is it possible? Can I just give it? It will be quick, like no one will ever find out. Okay, can I get it on your shirt then?
Oh, that'll do, yeah.
Yeah, okay, and a hug as well, yeah.
I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna get a hug.
Okay, no, just Hello, so have you had this strange occurrence happen to you recently? Have you had this strange reoccurrence that's been happening recently? What? So there's this random guy and he just knocks on people's doors. Like, it happened to me and it's kind of weird. Like, he just stands there and starts talking to you, like, for bare long. You don't know him? Are you sure you don't know him? Because I think he was
Sorry, did you come to deliver something?
Deliver? Oh yeah, that's what I actually came for. Have you?
So where's your package?
My package? Oh, you wanna see my package? No.
Goodbye.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Knocking on doors and asking to have breakfast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, brother. Could I have some breakfast, please?
Me not have breakfast, man. Are you just phone, sir?
Huh?
No, but what breakfast?
Can I have Rice Krispies?
I ain't got.
You don't have that?
No, man, I ain't got, man. I'm on my face. Who are you?
Jeffrey.
From?
Down the road? You've never seen me before?
No, sir. Never seen you, man. I don't know you.
So no Cocoa Pops?
No, man. I have nothing.
Oh, have a good day, man.
Remember that thing where I talked about he kind of acts crazy, like some weird little persona of some sort of his? I'm guessing that's another Mizzy, and Mizzy 2.0 or something. That's one of his clones like he talked about. But to go on, he acts that weird, crazy way in this next clip. I'm going to show you it. It's long, but it's good to see the way he talks and the way he acts. And it shows this boyfriend he hangs out with.
Getting Lizzie, it's your boy Mizzy, and guys, the snowball effect continues, bro. I showed this to myself. I'll be seeing angel numbers every day. I'll be manifesting this energy, and now bam, we're actually on the face of the internet. It may not be for the best thing, and right now I'm basically infamous in it, yeah. But there's plans and motions to make things right in it, and like, just know that this guy that you see on social media ain't really me as a person. Mizzy and Bakari, two different people. But here, I'm here to talk to you guys about, well, the first thing, old clips resurfacing on the internet. So ever since this video with me walking into the random houses, link in the description if you want to see the video I was talking about that. Ever since that video blew up, all of my other videos have been blowing up now. Especially with the one with the dog, with the woman with the dog. I gave the dog back, by the way. I'll talk about that more later down the video. But the woman with the dog, and just a load, like the Do You Wanna Die pranks, all my old videos, they're just blowing up on Twitter, blowing up on Reddit, blowing up everywhere. And guys are just not liking it. They're like, rah, this guy is a madman. This guy is doing the mad thing. He needs to get slaughtered. He needs to this, he needs to that. It don't affect me in it because I'm a very strong person mentally and physically. Like, I don't let things affect me because you guys are on social media giving me what I want basically at the end of the day. You're commenting on these videos, you're engaging, you're posting me more, sharing me everywhere. It's just making my thing blow up. I may not have 100,000 subscribers. I may not, my mouth is dry, I'm just chatting bird. I may not have.
All you're doing is aiding our mission by watching this video, by dropping your comment, hate or positive. You're still reinforcing the narrative of the message we're trying to portray. Every single engagement. We have been doing this since way before social media. Way before social media. The amount of time I've known him, we're talking about being outside, bro. It's a movement, bro.
Being outside, we outside.
Take that.
Bro, so literally, yeah. Old videos are resurfaces on the internet, and I'm just here to say that a lot of them have been dealt with like everyone been like getting arrested. A lot have been dealt with legally, innit, yeah? So don't worry about that. Don't try to get onto me. Don't try get me down, bro.
No, you can try. You can try. You can try, but you know what? It's in the air now.
It's out there.
It's in the air.
And once
now.
it's been out there,
and guess what?
Can you just collect air?
Guess
can you collect air?
Do you think this all happened by chance? This is a plan. This is manifestation, and it's all working. Yeah.
Ever since we took those
verification.
Next step verification. Ever since we took those, where is it on my body? We're gonna have to actually show you guys. Ever since we took those shroomaciouses, bro, I've been putting things into effect. Like, me as a person has changed. Like, all of these videos you're seeing resurface on the internet, that was me from like last year, the year before that. So yeah, I got really interrupted, but yeah, I've been doing social media since about 8. I'll talk more about my social media upcoming in another video, but yeah, that's not me. Ever since like I took the old Mizzy, the old like, there's still 2 Mizzys, there's still 2 Bakaris. I do crazy like just in public, like off camera, innit, like just have fun with the guys. We outside is more than social media, innit? You might need to understand it. So you might need to understand that my whole approach and my whole like into social media has changed as a whole. That walking into random houses video, I know it was a stupid video. I don't condone people to replicate my acts, and I shouldn't have done it in the first place. I haven't done those videos since like last year. I got coerced into doing it basically. It was bad by me, but sometimes these things just happen. Yeah, like we apologized to the people. Me and C1 went there the day after it happened, knocked on the door. I said a social media thing. I didn't even start recording. I was gonna record it so I could post it, would have been more content, but I was like, forget the social media thing. I'm actually gonna come and apologize to you genuinely, because it blew out of my control. I didn't even know it was gonna blow that much. So I've gone there, it's blown up. I apologized to them. She recorded it, innit? No.
Let me learn. We're just youths from the ends, yeah? Trying to make it out. Do you get me? We're trying to make it out, bro. Like, cool. The intention of that video was for it to get some traction and some viewers, but it was never to cause threat or intend any harm, mental harm on anyone, bro. Like, do you get me?
It just blew out of
proportion.
Like, bro, more than us,
no one
bro.
was trying to threaten anyone. I know this guy personally, and he has no malicious intent. Like, you're forgetting, yes, he does have a son, bro. We're all trying to make it out, bro. Like you say, we're in the ends, you're hoodlums. All right, cool. What are we trying to do about it? We're not out here stabbing people up, bro. We're making videos. Like, pattern up, man.
Some videos may not be the right approach to some things, but look at it now. We could be doing, and yeah, I could have went into the house and done a mad thing. I've seen people record themselves going to the house and stealing stuff. I literally went, there was kids in there, cool. I feel bad about that. If there was kids in there, I would never would have went in there. You men are saying, oh, you don't know what's in the house, and cool, fair enough. But I still done it, I still went in there, it still happened. Like, there's nothing I could do to change it. It's like, it's already happened. Like,
you lot are reposting a video which is old.
It's old now.
The time has passed.
Like,
They're not affected. They was apologised to, and they were content with the apology. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, she was.
Otherwise,
she was.
charges would have been pressed against you. And to my
away.
knowledge, there hasn't been. So
Yeah.
everyone who's calling for the Metropolitan Police to get involved, you're just bugging, fam. All of you Karens, bro, we're gonna be outside. We're gonna be doing what we're doing. Like, we're not trying to harm anyone. We're not trying to do nothing. But yeah, you lot keep hating. You're helping us. My hair looks rubbed. Carry on talking. I'm not getting involved.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's mainly what I was wanting to say about that. All the resurfaced clips on the internet. Don't believe everything you see on the internet, because social media is a facade. I ain't the same person that you be seeing in these clips. Who have done it?
Reality is an illusion.
Reality is an illusion, like we say.
Just remember that we've always said that, innit?
Yeah,
because we've got some deep plans and we've been recording the plans the whole time, and you lot are just falling right into it. So when it's done,
it's
mastermind.
done.
Chess piece.
Yeah, man. Well gone, people. So this is the last little bit I wanted to add to this video. The dog video, I want to explain a little situation behind that. So basically what happened was, we were sitting down in the middle of the park, and the woman's dog must have ran up to us and stole our food, and it was in the middle of of some hill in the park. And the dog ran up and took our food. I let it slide. I was just like, it's a joke thing, innit? I was like to the woman, it's okay. But if your dog comes back and tries to do anything, I'm gonna take your dog as a joke, innit? She laughed, innit? She was like, oh, my grandson seen me on TikTok, so it was already established that I'm already a jokester and she knows who I am. Cool. My boy is dead to me. Like, I shouldn't have done it, innit, obviously, because it's a bit fucked. She's an old lady. I don't be doing pranks on old ladies. You man don't specifically say that I do pranks on old ladies and I target people. I do pranks on anyone. If you've seen me on TikTok, if you've seen my social media career, I've been banned many times on TikTok, but I've done my videos to so many different people. So I don't discriminate. Like, the Jewish thing I got arrested for, you can see story times on my page. Everything got resolved. All of the things I've been arrested for, all the videos I've made in the past, I've been arrested for them, and they've been resolved. The dog video, I gave the woman back the dog.
He came back.
No, he's a nice dog, look.
Yeah, but
he likes me.
He does.
He does. That's why he didn't
gave
complain.
me a heart attack.
I'm sorry.
My grandson.
She was fine with it. I apologized to her. You can see the video. She wasn't really like. She said she thought I was actually gonna take her dog, but she knew who I was, and it got sorted out there. She sat back down and she was smiling and calm with us after. Like, I swear on my life, like, I don't need to lie to you guys. Also, that's the dog situation, darling. The walking into random houses, yeah, so we apologized to them. They're calm. They didn't press charges. This just blew out of proportion, and I don't know what's happening now with that. I'm gonna keep posting banging content for you, man, but I'm gonna be switching up the content. I can't even talk, bro. I'm gonna be switching up the content. I'm gonna be giving you, man, more conspiracy theories that I wanted to do on my TikTok that I was doing before. My hand's in the way. I'm gonna be doing more conspiracy theories. I'm gonna be doing more story times, more like talking to the camera, because you guys need to understand I'm actually an intellectual guy. I'm talking bare fast right now because I'm just trying to get this bit done and sit back down to edit this video. But yeah, you man, like and subscribe. We're taking over this year, guys. We outside.
It's honestly very easy to see he's in the wrong crowd. He's also been kicked out of 5 schools. He admitted himself on Twitter that, by the way. I don't know exactly what a PRU is or a PRU. I'm guessing it's an alternative school. I tried to look it up and it wasn't really specific. He does a lot of these random talks on Twitter, and in this one, he basically tried to use the race card and excuses for the way he acts. He is smoking in this video, so I'm just going to play the audio.
You man need to understand, I literally just proved, bro. Me, myself, Mizzy, and Bakari. Bakari is the mastermind behind Mizzy. I am a genius, bro. I keep telling you I'm a genius. You can say I'm vain, you can say whatever, and I don't care. Understand what I'm saying, and understand what I'm saying right now. You man need to understand that I literally just proved that this whole media thing is a shambles, and they literally stereotype black people, put them into the media so they can fuck up. Like, look at Daniel Brogoli, bro. Even though she's not black or whatever, this is just a cycle, and I repeated the cycle
cycle, and I'm experiencing a cycle at the full effect, bro. Like, look, Piers Morgan was the start of it. They make sure I came straight out of custody. I was not in the right headspace. They got me a cab. They were like, the guy was like, we need you on Piers Morgan. We want you to be the first person on TV. Like, they want this to be your first TV appearance, basically. That's what they wanted it to do. It's all a cycle. So look at Daniel Brogoli with Dr. Phil. She hopped on Dr. Phil because of the problems or troubles or whatever, and they tried to use it to make an example out of her. She appealed to the example and it went further and further. Right now I'm doing is playing the game, and I'm appealing to example, hopping on these people that are basically exploiting me. Talk TV is exploiting me because they know I'm bringing them views. Like, look on Talk TV's Twitter right now. I am the pinned tweet, and the tweet has like 5 milli, 6 milli views. Look at the rest of them. They're low views. They know that my appeal to the public they can branch on it. They can use it.
Help me out, bro.
They can capitalize on me, bro. They can capitalize on Mizzy, my appeal, whether it's bad or good. I literally said this in my note. I'm basically repeating what I said on my note, but you might need to understand, and I'm trying to break it out down on TikTok in person right now. This ain't even on TikTok because I have a zoot in my hand. It's going on Twitter, but I'm speaking facts. My message is that social media is basically a game, like PlayStation, like consoles, like all of this, and the young people are so sucked into social media. They're so looking for clout, they're so looking for fame. That's what Mizzy was. When I first made Mizzy, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for clout, I was looking for fame, I was looking for a way to make it out of the hood as a young black male. Because like, it's hard, but under suppression we are oppressed in the system. So you gotta do things in a different way to break out of the system. Right now I've broken out the system. The news pages want me. The news pages are on my wood. Look, search Mizzy on the internet right now and you'll see numerous articles up to date today from the last month on me. That means my appeal is doing something, is changing some people's minds, is adding a talk into the world, bro. And this is what it's all about. It's all about attention. It's all about getting people to talk. Love it or hate it, love me or hate me, you're still going to watch me. Think of like Piers Morgan, bro. Why do you think I was on Piers Morgan, bro? I was causing so much of distress in the public. The higher ups on the media thing said, Piers Morgan, get him on your show and do what you normally do. Piers Morgan's a narcissist at the end of the day. He only has his points and he don't listen to anybody else's points. That's why he don't let nobody talk. Think about it, bro. So all I was doing was playing the game. Cool, that first interview fucked up. That's what happened with Daniel Brogoli. Catch me outside. Why do you think she capitalized on that and turned it into a meme, bro? I'm playing the system, but I'm playing it my way, and I'm going to break the system, bro. You need to understand that the movement is real.
The thing is, you want to go onto these shows yourself. You're letting them use you, and race has nothing to do with this. And there's better ways to make it out of the hood. And you making excuses for the way you acted on Piers Morgan is a lame and bad excuse, and trying to say bad things about him. You were unprofessional, your whole thing was basically being unprofessional. You acted aggressive, you mocked him, you talked over him, you acted childish and rude, and you tried to win every argument. If you waited your turn to speak, being professional, and did everything right, that interview would have been a lot different. Sure, he would have been more aggressive on you, but you do deserve it. I mean, you have committed multiple crimes and scarred a bunch of people in the city, in that country. So from all what I've gathered from Twitter and such, he's committed multiple possessions of illegal substances, 2 essays at least, harassment, multiple death threats, and multiple trespasses, assaults, attempted robbery, starting a riot, causing a riot and such. There is so much that he has done. Like, he is actually a domestic terrorist. Personally, I think he needs to be arrested and put in jail for a while. Then if he gets released, he needs to be put in internet jail where he can't use the internet or any smartphone or laptop or anything of the sort. He needs to learn the hard way, and it'll also show him he's not the big person he thinks he is in the world. And it'll truly break his ego. It'll be the only way he learns. He hasn't even made money from any of it besides maybe sometimes. I don't know if he made anything off YouTube, as I don't know exactly how many subscribers he had before he got shut down. But I know that if he made anything on TikTok, it probably got took away, or the transactions got canceled since he got banned. So he's not really made much. All the accounts get deleted because he's breaking the law. No sponsors are going to ever want to be near him ever. Social media's process for monetization is too long for him to actually get money, as he'll get deleted before doing so. And now that he's been deleted on YouTube, he is now not able to make another account on there. He's probably going to get banned on Twitch. He'll never be able to make another account on there either. So basically, he's kind of done for. And he's literally just doing all this for attention. Clout is truly an awful some people are willing to do whatever for. His actions have permanent marks on the victims that will never go away. Him being in jail for a long time is definitely deserved. He literally has recorded all of the crimes and he's made fun of the UK and its laws, so they might as well use him as an example of, you know, not doing stuff like that. Thank you all for watching and thank you all for the support. I know I've been gone for a little bit and I am very sorry for that. I am kind of back. I don't really know what happened. I guess with the holidays and such, it just kind of made this video go back a little bit further. By the time I was ready to start doing this video and whenever I was near completed, I got deeper into the rabbit hole and such. But I hope it was worth it, and I hope you all enjoyed this. And hopefully this video is completely not having to have anything stripped from it. And we'll just have to see. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for, like, what, 5.6K? Thank you all so much. We're getting there. At 10,000 subscribers, I have an announcement I'm going to make. I might delay that, I don't really know. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought about this video. More videos on the way soon. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. I make videos just like this. Big old videos about certain people. More like this are on the way. Maybe a smaller mid video where I talk a little bit. I don't really know if I'm going to do one of those or not. People are probably going to be wondering when the next Daniel video is. And to be honest, he hasn't done much at all. So, to be honest, I have no idea when the next Daniel video will be. Because if he isn't doing much at all, then there's not really anything I can report on. And there's no reason to make a small 8-minute video saying he did 3 things. You know what I mean? He's just been really boring recently. And everyone has agreed there's a drought in content. But besides that, and since he's not really doing much, I have more time to work on other videos. So, thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. More videos on different subjects coming out soon. And, in the end, I'm PERK30, and...
In conclusion, is the perfect example of what zero pussy does to a motherfucker.
Early things from the UK, she texted me saying, I live in the UK and nobody cares about you. Oh my.
Okay, what does that mean to me? Nobody, everyone acts like they don't care. Then I don't care. I personally don't care. Everyone acts like they don't care, but at the end of the day, they care. If they're on my live, commenting, they're still watching, they care. At the end of the day, people, this is gonna get clipped up and it's gonna go wherever. Everyone has their own direction. Everyone has their own beliefs. Everyone has their own whatever. Everyone has their own set path in life, innit? Yeah. You man can say whatever. This is why I'm not listening to Julian. I told you I respect you. I really told you I respect you guys as your character, whatever you've built as a platform, innit? But I'm telling you, on a deeper level, I have a bigger message to spread.
We love your work. I liked your appearance. I think you actually did a great job.
I like when you stole that dog.
When you stole the dog and also when you jumped over the Jew. Yeah. Piers Morgan, like, he's a really hardcore debater, but you did a great job. And especially like the I'm like, yo, actually,
I had to like shut him down. He was just on to me. Like from before even the interview started, he gave me like a look that just degraded me straight away. I didn't meet him, so the 10 seconds before the live started, I saw him and we had like a little exchange of like energies.
Now, firstly, deep breath. Are you okay? It feels very strange indeed sitting here without Andre. You probably feel like me, shaken, troubled, let down, and worried for the well-being of Mizzy. You, me, and all at Talk TV gave our love and support to someone who threw Mizzy out of the studio. Andre acted in a way that has meant he's had to resign from Talk TV. Step down from a career that he loved. I know, a lot to process. I'm sorry. Anyway, with that set aside, we will carry on with the rest of the...
No. You cannot get rid of me that easily. Hey, come on.
He didn't do that bad. He didn't do anything that bad, not yet.
You read it even better than Holly did.
Thank you.